Yo, YouTube, what's going on? It's Deuce. Saturday, November 18th, I think? Or is it set? And today's the, fucking idiot. Today's the 17th. Right, Survivor Series is the 16th, or 18th. Anyway, this is just gonna be a quick video. I wanted to just give my thoughts there. Quick picks on tonight's NXT Takeover WarGames in LA. I cannot wait. I mean, these takeover events they're better than like 6 of these regular WWE pay-per-views combined. I mean, it's unreal how good the shows are. And tonight, I think there's only 4 matches on the card, so which means though they're all gonna get probably, 20 to 30 minutes apiece, I'd like to think. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. I also wanted to make this video just to quickly go over a couple things. I know the last video I made was my WWE 2K19 unboxing, and I said I wanted to make more videos because after I made that, I watched some of my old videos, and I miss making them. I really do. So I'm gonna try, making not being so such a stranger to Facebook, YouTube, if you will. Jesus. Yeah, so we'll see what happens. So I figure I start with this. So my takeover picks, and also wanted to talk just a little about what's been going on in WWE lately. I meant to make a video after Crown Jewel and the bullshit that happened there. I didn't watch it. I was at work, but I was just so fucking heated when I found out that they gave Brock back the Universal title, and that Shane McMahon won the Best in the World tournament. I was really fucking heated. I don't usually let wrestling, anything in wrestling bother me that much. It's professional wrestling. It's not the most important thing in the world, but that really fucking angered me because I thought I'm a big fan of Braun Strowman, and I thought he was finally gonna have his, well-deserved moment. I mean, the guy should have had the Universal title a year and a half ago, to be honest. I think he's still very over with the fans, but I'm just afraid they missed the period when they should have put the title on him, and that just angers me. Fucking Vince. And so apparently that match, it was just Baron Corbin attacked Braun before the match, and then Brock hit like 5 F5s on him or whatever and pinned him, and that was it. I mean, I'm glad I didn't watch it because I would have lost my shit. And yeah, I know Brock is a draw and all that, and he's an attraction, but yeah, I was just not happy because now what? So he defends tomorrow. By the way, I'm gonna do my Survivor Series picks tomorrow morning before football starts. So yeah, we'll be on the lookout for those. But so yeah, so Brock will be wrestling tomorrow at Survivor Series, but then when's the next time he's gonna wrestle? Royal Rumble, WrestleMania? I mean, what the fuck, man? As if that title wasn't worthless as it is already. That's God. There's so many. This is the most talented roster they've had ever, in my opinion, and they just don't know how to fucking utilize these guys and girls properly. It's ridiculous. And Shane McMahon inserting himself into that tournament and beating I mean, that was Dolph's moment, dude. Come on. It's a tournament. It was in Saudi Arabia. It wasn't as hyped, obviously, as it would have been back here in the States. But, dude, let Dolph win that. What does Shane have to gain from that? I love Shane, but why does he have to be inserted into everything? Like the Survivor Series match tomorrow night. Why the fuck is Randy Orton not in that match? The GOAT of Survivor Series matches. I'll get into that tomorrow, but I just wanted to give a couple of thoughts on that Crown Jewel shit. It's fucking ridiculous. And obviously the Roman situation, I haven't said anything. I was gonna make a video right after he made the announcement, but just me being lazy. But as far as that goes, listen, anyone who sees me make these videos or follows me on social media or whatever knows I'm not a Roman fan at all. I think he's boring as hell. Or this is his character I'm talking about. It's just nothing intriguing about it. I don't get invested into him or anything. But with all that being said, that was one of the most shocking things I've ever seen. I mean, I was not, when he made that announcement, I kind of had to take a step back, like, whoa, wait, is this legit or what? I mean, I didn't even know he was sick before, to be honest, all those years ago, the first time. But Yeah, that's terrible, man. I would never wish that on anyone, no matter how I feel about Roman, the character. I respect Joe, the guy, Joe Anoa'i, I believe. So I'm wishing all the best for Roman. And I had a friend whose dad died of leukemia years ago, back when I was in like eighth or ninth grade. So I know, how tough that disease is to beat. And unfortunately, I know they said if it comes back a second time, it comes back even harder. So um, we can just do nothing but pray for Roman at this time, man. I really feel for the guy, and I hope he can beat this fucking shit and come back, stronger than ever. Fuck cancer, seriously. I'm tired of this shit. Good people getting taken from what they love to do because of this bullshit disease. So yeah, all the best to Roman. Hope he gets better soon. With you, big dog. Yeah, so about that. And I also want to touch on this past Tuesday on SmackDown. We have a new WWE champion in Daniel Bryan, and he did it by turning heel, which I was definitely shocked. I mean, when the referee at that point in the match, the ref got knocked out, I was like, okay, there might be some fuckery gonna go on here. And Daniel with a fucking huge low blow, that made me, drop my jaw. And then he hit it up with the running knee, and we have a new WWE champion. Listen, I know I don't want to get too into this because I could go on all night, but I've seen all over social media, the comments, people, hey, I've never seen people turn on someone as quickly as I have Daniel Bryan. Like, what is your problem with the guy? Is it because he's not what you want in a wrestler? Is it because it's not like the type of, character you want? I mean, I just read that he turned heel because he thought his feud with The Miz was counterproductive. He's got a point. It wasn't as good as it could have been, and it wasn't really as hyped, as special as everyone thought it was going to be. And I guess, the Yes thing, it didn't have as much, flair, if you want to use that word, as it did in 2013, 2014. And since he's come back, so hey, this is something he wanted, and Vince okayed it. And let's see where it goes. And first of all, people need to notice the little things. Like, did you see right after he won the title, did you see the fucking crazy ass look on his face? I mean, I was like, whoa, this could be an interesting Daniel Bryan, like a crazy heel DB. So I'm all for it, man. The guy's a fucking hell of a wrestler. He's one of the top 5 in the world. People don't seem to understand that. They just love shitting on him. He's boring. Oh, Brock breaks. And listen, do you really think they'd let Daniel Bryan wrestle Brock Lesnar if they knew he was going to be ragdolled and fucking dropped on his head? People love to bitch about Brock, but look at the match he had with AJ last year. And when he has matches with regular-sized people, like smaller guys, they're usually a lot better. Because when he has matches with Braun and, the Big Show and big guys like that, Kane, there's only so much they can do. The physicality, it's like they can't really do the type of stuff they would do if they're working with someone, smaller. So look at Brock and AJ last year. That was a great match. So I think that's going to be the same this year. Like I said, I'll get into it more tomorrow, but I just wanted to touch on the Brock, Daniel Bryan shit. And, yeah, so I think Daniel Bryan, I think it's going to be interesting, though, because they're both heels. So how's that going to work with the crowd tomorrow? But, and I hope AJ is involved somehow. I mean, and I'm sure they would have had him lose to Brock again. So maybe it's a blessing in disguise. And hey, this is a match people had wanted to see for a while, Daniel Bryan versus Brock, and Daniel wanted it himself. So he got it. We'll see what happens tomorrow. And the last thing I want to quickly touch on Survivor Series before I make my picks for TakeOver is Becky Lynch not being able to perform tomorrow. Listen, people can deny all they want. This isn't an isolated incident. She's hurt. Bayley, I remember the Raw where she dropped her on her fucking shoulder. Reckless. I think she kicked someone in the face. Then she's hurt. She hurt Zelina Vega, I think, not too long ago. That's why she missed some time on the road, I think. Anyway, she's injured a bunch of people, and that shot to Becky was literally a loaded up, cold cock right hand. I mean, that's fucking bullshit. You know how many people were looking forward to that match, her and Ronda tomorrow? And Becky is absolutely on fire right now, on top of the world. I've never seen a transformation of a character like this. I mean, this time last year, she had nothing going on for her. Nothing. And now she's the best thing going in wrestling, in my opinion. But anyway, we'll get onto the Becky shit tomorrow. I'll talk about it. But yeah, that's, and look at the bright side. So it's Charlotte versus Ronda now, which was supposed to be a Mania next year, and now there's talks that they're gonna do Becky versus Ronda, and that could main event. So it might work out in the best way possible for Becky. It could be a blessing in disguise. So we'll see what happens. So anyway, enough of that Survivor Series shit. We'll do that tomorrow morning, like I said. But so Takeover tonight, WarGames in LA, the Staples Center. 4 matches. The roof, they're gonna blow the fucking roof off that place. I thought they could have added Matt Riddle versus Cassius Ohno, but they're gonna actually do that at the regular episode of NXT next week, which is still taped in, they'll tape it in the Staples Center, so it'll be a good crowd reaction anyway. But so we have Aleister Black versus Johnny Gargano, Kairi Sane invoking a rematch clause against Shayna Baszler for the NXT Women's title in a 2 out of 3 falls match. It's the third match. NXT Championship match. Champa defending against the Dream. And 4 is, the WarGames match. Undisputed Era. Oh, it's actually the other way around. Just making a fool of myself. And Undisputed Era, Cole, O'Reilly, Strong, and Bobby Fish is back now, so they're at full strength versus War Raiders, Ricochet, and Pete Dunne. This is going to be fucking awesome. The one last year, it was the 3, it was Sanity, Undisputed Era, and AOP, and Roddy Strong, but that was awesome. This one, I think, is going to be no different. It's going to be fucking off the chain. It'll be weird seeing, 2 rings all night before that match starts, because I'm sure it's got to be a weird view for people in the crowd. But I'm looking forward to it. I think Black versus Gargano is going to start off the show, and I think that match is going to be, that might be a match of the year contender. And I'm really liking the new Johnny Gargano. If is he really heel? Is he kind of a tweener? Is he just, is he maybe just faking heel so he's, Champa lets his guard down eventually, and Gargano, I still think Gargano is going to win the NXT title at TakeOver Brooklyn next year, WrestleMania weekend. I really do. It's going to be a culmination of all the shit he's gone through. But I think this match is going to be awesome. Thought it's a nice little storyline. I kind of, at first, I didn't really think it was, Johnny that attacked Aleister, but once they started having more episodes of NXT, I kind of, crossing every other name off the list is kind of obvious. Like, he wanted Champa all for himself. So this match is going to be fucking epic. I think I'm gonna pick Aleister Black to win because he missed the last takeover, and this was his revenge. So I think he's gonna win. I would like to see Johnny win this, but I think Aleister needs to win more, to be honest. So I think that's going to be an unbelievable match. Aleister Black for the win. Then the NXT Women's title match, 2 out of 3 falls. I know I was surprised that Shayna won it back already at Evolution last month, but I don't know. We'll see. I heard she actually suffered an injury during that match too. So, and we haven't seen her wrestle on NXT since then. Even though it's been a few weeks since, she didn't even have one match. So we'll see. I honestly think Kairi's going to win it back. I know they're might be playing hot potato a little with the title right now, but I think she's going to win it back. 2 out of 3 falls. I just think she's so fucking cute. I think she's very good in the ring. She's highly entertaining to watch. I like her offense, her moveset. Although I don't like how she came out to her old pirate princess theme at Evolution. I like the yo ho ho ho. So hopefully she comes out to that tonight. It should be a good match. I know a lot of people don't like Shayna Baszler. I don't have a problem with her. I think, hey, it's a nice change from the women's division to have, all the women the same type. She's a bruiser. She's a fucking former mixed martial artist, UFC. So she kicks ass. That's what she does. People need to understand this shit. They can't always have, the champions they want and the people in the top in the certain positions that they want. So I think she's doing fine. I'm not a big fan of her friends, her UFC buddies that helped her win last time, but we'll see what happens with that. So I think Kairi's going to win. I think that'll be a good match. And then the NXT Championship match, Velvetine Dream challenging Champa. This is my moment. I'm happy for Dream. He's finally getting a one-on-one NXT title match, and he's a baby face now, which I think, I mean, he's already over as fuck, so I'm sure he'll probably turn heel again after this, but maybe. But because I just think he's more suited for a heel, even though he does do a good baby face. But I think this is going to be a great match. I don't think he's going to win. It's just too soon in Ciampa's reign, and he's, you know, been fucking awesome. He's a fantastic heel. Everything about him is just gold, honestly. He cuts great promos. He's awesome on social media with his, you know, tweets and all that. I mean, when Gargano turned heel, he attacked Aleister. His tweet, it was so great. It was like, Big Daddy Champa is so proud or something. It's really funny. I think this is going to be a very good match. Very good match. Dream is fantastic. I mean, he's only 23 too. Jesus, what a future that kid has ahead of him. And Ciampa, I'm not sure. Like, I think he's going to be NXT champion until Brooklyn next year, and I think it's going to be him and Gargano one-on-one. Not sure if it'll be a stipulation, but I think they'll finally get that one-on-one match, and Gargano will win the title then. But that's too far down the road. I think it's going to be Ciampa retaining tonight in a very good match. That should get like 25 minutes, to be honest. And then the WarGames match, which I hope gets over half an hour. Like I said, Undisputed Era. And god damn it, it's weird doing it in the fucking video, because I'm used to doing it the other way. But Undisputed Era and War Raiders and Ricochet and Pete Dunne. Fucking awesome match. Undisputed Era won last year. You know, I think the War Raiders, Ricochet, and Pete Dunne are gonna win it. I think War Raiders need some big momentum, because they lost the one-on-one match that gave them was up for the advantage of WarGames this past Wednesday on NXT. O'Reilly beat Hanson, so I think War Raiders are gonna win. They're gonna destroy UE, and I think Ricochet's gonna do some crazy shit, and same with Pete Dunne. Listen, and for those of you, listen, as bad as Raw is and SmackDown is, you know, I enjoy SmackDown more than Raw. I don't really watch Raw that much anymore, but SmackDown, NXT UK, and 205 Live are the reasons I love the WWE Network, pretty much. Obviously, watching all the classics and stuff, but those 205 Live, NXT, and NXT UK, that is professional wrestling that cares more about the wrestling and progressing characters than fucking entertaining and stupid bullshit segments that don't mean anything like Raw is all about. So, yeah. So I think Undisputed Era is going to lose this one tonight. Sorry, boys. I still think you guys have a obviously bright future. You run NXT. But I think War Raiders, Ricochet, and Dunne are going to get this. And it's going to be brutal. I wouldn't be surprised if a couple of them are bleeding by the end of the night. So, yeah. And there might be another segment. There might be someone in the crowd, you know, if they do a takeovers, like a new signee or something. There might be a segment or debut of something. I don't know. We'll see. Because there's so much fucking talent on the roster. I mean, Keith Lee, C3, there's so many different people. Riddle now. I mean, Jesus. So, yeah. I think it's going to be an unbelievable show tonight. I'm working, unfortunately, until 10, so I won't be able to see it, but shit, I'd love watching it after it's done, it's posted, so I can pause anytime. I don't have to worry about the stream fucking up. Yeah, so I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be a late night, but I'm really looking forward to this takeover. I love this time of year, these takeover weekends. And like I said, Survivor Series tomorrow night should be fucking epic. I will be doing my preview tomorrow morning before football. The Pats are on their bye week, so I'll probably even do it during the 1 o'clock game. So, yeah, guys, have a good day. Have a good Saturday. Enjoy your weekend. And let me know what you think of tonight's takeover. So it's getting bright as fuck. Let me know what you think of tonight's takeover event, and if you guys are pumped, and what you think about everything going on in WWE, the stuff I talked about in this video. All right, I'm out. Peace.